Universal Studios, Hollywood! My name is Chris McKenzie. Today you will get a behind-the-scenes peek into how we make movie magic. You already know the word movie is a nickname for moving pictures. In the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company began producing magic lanterns like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Just for a moment, imagine what that must have been like. Sitting in a darkened tent, suddenly the white backdrop is revealed and illuminated with a single image. Then, when seen in the right light, the right order, and in the right speed, that image came to life. The creative magic. New world. Has been making movies on this very location for over 100 years. During that time, we have turned out some of the most memorable film moments in the history of Hollywood!
Hold on to your butts.
How about that? Good stuff. Please keep it going with my co-host, Ryan.
Hi, thanks everybody. Hey dude.
Good to see you, buddy. I love the outfit.
Thanks man, you too. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same, to make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects. Those are done right on set in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects, models. Universal's 1932 film The Mummy made use of miniature effects, including scale models like this one from its opening. You can tell that's a model because if you look at the real pyramids, they don't say the mummy on the side. Universal relaunched The Mummy in 1999, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this model right here. This is the actual model used during that filming. And the attention to detail, even this close, is unbelievable. The scaffolding, the hieroglyphics, I think Chris would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right Chris?
Absolutely. Another filmmaking technique that fools the camera is the glass mat. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, only the parking lot and the fire are real. Everything else was hand-painted onto a single sheet of glass to create a glass mat that was then placed in front of the lens while they were filming. Later, footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First models, and now the glass mat.
But there's another category of practical effect that involves performers, not just props. Practical stunts! Someone say stunts?
Yup.
Please welcome our amazing special effects show stunt department!
Yeah! Whoa!
Right?
That was awesome, man! Brock comes in upside down on this side. You got Reese flying in over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like these guys?
Because we're wearing nice pants. You may not recognize their faces, but I guarantee you've seen their work in countless television and film productions, oftentimes doubling for some of your favorite celebrities. Let me give you a quick introduction. Over here we have Reese Shaver. This is Nate Mitchell and our stunt coordinator, Mr. Brock Marcon. Welcome, gentlemen, welcome. Quite an entrance. Brock, I got a question. Is it true stunt performers almost always double for actors when it comes to fight scenes in movies?
Yeah, actors don't like getting hit in the face.
Wait a minute. Hit in the face?
Right, like this.
Oh! Is he okay?
I don't know. You okay?
Okay.
Go set up. When it comes to staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. The moves need to be realistic enough to fool the camera without injuring anyone. Then, it's up to the stunt performers to make it look believable. Let me set the scene. Exterior, a dark alley, dead of night. Two nefarious characters lurk about. Ready, and action.
Thanks, good dog.
This is not the type of thing anyone out there should try on their own.
That's correct.
Alright, we'll see you guys a little bit later. Good job, stunt team! Here are the sound effects that were added to that scene, the dynamic punches, the dumpster hits. Ryan, what do we call it when we add sound effects to movies?
Call that Foley. Now you may have heard of the term Foley, which is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming. But do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats. Silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10, right here on the Universal lot. And if he couldn't recreate a sound effect in that soundstage, he just went out and got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one single take. The synchronization with the movements of the film had to be perfect because of one mistake, and they started over from the very beginning. Here to help show us that art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteers!
From Texas Hill with the Columbus family, alright!
Yeah, welcome, gang. Thank you so much for helping us out today. They're going to help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this. Check it out. You kids can try that at home. Parents love it. All right, let's see what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch this split screen, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now, I have a plan.
See? Piece of cake, right? Yeah, you got this. Quick recap of the sound effects so everyone's caught up to speed. Audrina has the crash box down here on the end, filled with loud items. When she spins this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into the bookshelf and over the chair, right? Aubrey, you have shoes glued to stakes for any of the running in the scene there. Caleb has rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for those body falls onto the ground, or whenever you want to do it. Perfect. We've got boxing gloves, Orlando, for the throat punch and the face mask there. And last but not least, Amanda, the cowbell and the mallet for that panini hit to the back of the head. And this is where things get a little crazy. You really have to use your imaginations because these handcuffs are going to make the sound of handcuffs. Yeah, get ready. Speaking of ready, you all look ready. You want to give it a shot? Yeah, I love it. All right, you're ready. I know my booth is ready, so let's do it. Let's roll sound. Sound speeded and action. That was perfect! Way to go, Tabascos! Caleb, you killed it, but I think all those sounds and the whole thing were good. Right this way, follow me. Not bad, right? But now comes my favorite part. We're going to take the actual dialogue and music from that scene and now lay over their Foley track we just recorded live. And I'll see if I need to grab you all some applications. So let's line up right here. Turn around. Everyone check out these side screens. Let's take a listen. Brought to you by the Cavazos family.
Get over here and give me a wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
Print it! I love it! Take a bow, Cavazos!
Very impressive. Cavazo kids, it's time to quit school and move to Hollywood. Today, Universal has made great films in every genre, but we really left our mark with some of the scariest thriller and horror films. Check it out. Scary stuff, and all those scenes were created using very special horror effects. Emerging from the shadows behind me are maquettes of some of Universal's most famous monsters from our classic monster family. Let's take a look. We have Chucky and his bride, Dracula, Michael Myers, over there, Imhotep the Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and of course, Mother Bates. The perfect setting to demonstrate a horror effect.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Vera. Say hi, Vera.
Hi, Vera! Vera! Wait, Vera was selected because of an amazing scream. Let me show you what I mean. Vera, you've just checked into the Bates Motel. You're shampooing your hair and the shower curtain flies open. There's Norman Bates. How would you scream?
Yes, adorably murdered.
Adorably murdered. That's a good way to put it. We saw that fight scene. Stunt performers have a very high tolerance to pain.
True.
Vera, the question is, do you?
Well, Vera, do you?
This next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in Psycho? Yell it out if you know.
Nice, I like that, man. Nicely done, kid. See, chocolate syrup was the right answer because Psycho was a black and white movie. They could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, movie blood does need to be much more realistic.
Vera, thank you for lending us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Exactly. High five. Whoa!
Right here. All right, hold still, Vera. It's shopping time. Here we go.
Wait. Let's not use that dull machete on Vera's arm, right?
You're right. You're right. We're not going to chop off your arm with a machete. We're going to chop off your arm with this knife because it's much, much sharper. Don't worry, it'll grow back.
Science.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Hold still. Here, turn it that way for me. Okay, on the count of 3, ready to scream. 1, 2, 3, scream! It's a Hollywood one that is completely fake, but the acting was very, very real, especially the giggling at the end. That's my favorite part. Check out the side screen. Here's how it works. The false blade, there's a notch cut out for her arm. On the back is a bowl full of movie blood. squeeze it, it makes a huge mess. It goes everywhere, but that's okay, because Ryan's the one who's going to clean it up.
Yeah, fortunately for me, but fortunately for us, we had an amazing volunteer. One more time, round of applause for Vera.
So good.
Oh no! Chris is gonna take care of you, Vera. You were great. I got blood on my nice pants. I gotta change.
Oh, you're going to love your next outfit. Step over here with me if you would, Vera. Open this up to your camera app. We're going to let you take a picture with some of Universal's most famous monsters. There you have it. This one. There we go. You got it? Right over here, Vera. Let me stand in our spooky spotlight. Face forward. Make sure you have a light on your face. Perfect. All right, here's what I want from you. Hands in the air like you're in a scary movie. On the count of 3, one last big, huge Hollywood scream. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sprint! I think Michael Myers has met his match. Go home, Michael, go home. They're going to have to change the name of the movies to Vera from Long Island. Those are going to be good movies. Oh, I wish you could see the look on your face. Oh, wait a minute, we can't. Look at that, Vera. I would go see that movie. You met Michael Myers and you lived. That means you're going to be in the sequel. Congratulations. I'd love her autograph after the show. Give her a huge round of applause. And Michael Myers. That is why he has no friends. We've seen a lot of great practical effects. We're going to switch gears, take a look at some very cool visual effects. Any special effect that's created using a computer. To help me demonstrate motion capture or mocap, please welcome back my co-host, Ryan!
Yeah, this is happening.
You look good, dude.
Well, we should hurry up, Chris.
I agree with that. All right, let's bring up our perimeter sensors, if you would. The markers on Ryan's suit reflect light back to these perimeter sensors, where their movement will be captured using our computer.
Sorry, bro. Okay, cool. All right.
All right, can we see our capture on the screens, please? Excellent. So now it's on a suit that is translated into this digital skeleton. This is what the computer reads and records for us in real time. Do me a favor, one tap to the side. We always start with a T pose to signal the beginning of a take. That way our editors will know it. What are you doing?
Sorry, man. This suit is tight.
We know this.
Okay, cool.
Take your finger, touch your nose with your fingertip, both sides twice, nice and slow. This is how we calibrate our system. Make sure we have a good, strong connection between our suit, the sensors, and our computer. That looks very, very good. Yeah, if you're done, you can arms down, but any constant movement, so like jumping jacks, jog in place, stuff like that, okay? Using Ryan's captured movements, animators can manipulate the digital skeleton and play with the aspect ratio. Apply a wireframe. Finish it off with digital skins. They can turn Ryan into whatever they want. Today, buddy, they have turned you into a lovable, huggable teddy bear.
Aww. Hey, what's up? I'm a bear.
You're not just any teddy bear, though. You are Ted from Universal's Ted!
Oh, sweet!
What is it? Next to this, what do we got?
Well, I got dance moves, but...
Perfect. Okay, I want you to channel your inner Ted. Really bring him to life.
Alright, man, I got more. Tell you what, here's a little something for the ladies!
Wow. All right. Change the subject. Ted, what do you think of our show so far?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind the scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted?
Thunder Buddies for life.
Look at that. You made a Thunder Buddy.
Nice.
That's Ted. That's Ryan. Give them both a big round of applause.
We're gonna get ready for that finale, man.
All right. We'll see you for the finale. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit built by Phil Tippett Studios so he could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted in action.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that it really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
Funny stuff. But as far as technology has come with visual effects and CGI, some things still look better when they're real, like fire. Let's take a look at some fire stunts from Universal Films. exciting yet most dangerous aspects of filmmaking, without a doubt, is a fire stunt. We're going to bring our top-notch stunt department back out here to show you guys how they execute a live fire burn. We have the man in the middle, that is Reese Shaver. He is the stunt performer who is about to be set on fire. He's joined by Nate Mitchell and our stunt coordinator, Mark Markham, who will be acting as his savings. You see, Reese applied something to his face. Not the latest Hollywood beauty cream. It is a protective fire gel. He applies it to all of his exposed skin. You probably know how uncomfortable it is to miss a spot with sunblock. Well, imagine what it must feel like to miss a spot when you are on fire. Not good. Safeties are standing by the fire extinguishers in case of early ignition.
I want to do the soccer.
Excuse me. We're ready to fuel.
Go right ahead.
Nate, you ready? Ready. Reese, you ready? Ready. Fueling.
Upon completion of the burn, Reese will move down to this fire blanket where he will be extinguished. At this point, we are looking for a thumbs up that he is okay. Thumbs down is a sign to get a medical team involved. Also, excellent time for me to point out that these are trained stunt professionals using specialized equipment. This is not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. Looks like Reese is just wearing a pair of jeans and a shirt. In truth, there's those safety layers underneath that give him some added protection. Nothing's going to make him fireproof, but each layer buys him time when he needs it the most. Because the last thing a fire performer wants to hear at the end of a take is, all right, let's shoot that again. We're hoping to burn for about 8 to 10 seconds today. I think we're ready to go. Let's take our lights down, set our clock to 0. At this time, we do have to ask that everybody please remain seated for the duration of this stunt. Stunt team, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Nate, you ready? Ready. Reese, ready to burn? Ready.
Ready and action.
180. You're lit. You're out.
Still smoking. Okay, if anybody is wondering if that was real fire, ask the folks down front. It got a little warm, didn't it? Yeah, there's a guy over there hiding behind his kids.
All right, Chris, let's hurry up and do this burn, man. I get nauseous when I get nervous. We gotta go. We gotta go.
We already did the burn, Ryan.
Oh, please do this.
Hey, let's do one more.
Oh, careful, careful, you're on fire. Okay, all right.
I'm not raised. I don't want to do it anymore.
You're out.
Yeah! Oh, man! What an adrenaline rush! Dude, I'm totally fine. That was scary, right?
You can try that one at home if you want. Yeah. Oh, that was amazing. Wasn't it?